rather random live stream. I am sitting and busy zipping up files of a new recipe video. Dipti's gone out for dinner and I'm home alone. So I thought I'd get on the live stream and just give you guys a bit of an update because I haven't done a live stream in a while now. I've also not been able to upload many short format videos as well. So that kind of basically leaves me at one long form video a week, which I've been posting consistently. So just thought I'd give you an update on what's happening. For starters, I fell sick, and the illness is not. I don't think I've recovered like 100%. So as you can see, I'm still coughing. I don't know what I had, but the cough is not going. And then I've been busy with a lot of content creation for my other page, Headbanger Eats, and trying to find a way to balance the work I do there with the work that I do here. And also, I've got my music studio finally getting ready, and I'm gonna have to start focusing on that stuff that I want to do. So I've definitely cut down on the amount of content I post here on Headbanger's Kitchen. Um, so I just wanted to just update you that I'm around. I'm busy with a lot of other stuff, so I've had to make some tough decisions on how to prioritize my time because um, I think basically I've put in about 3 years into trying to revive this channel, which is not really happening. I mean, there are ebbs and flows, but it has largely remained where it's crashed, and perhaps I am not uh, delivering the content that people are looking for, and whatever it may be. I just realized that um, I'm doing well on the other profile, and I should try and focus on that as much as possible. Of course, there are still viewers of this channel, so therefore, I am always going to still try and make recipes happen, but maybe not at the same rate I was doing it earlier, because trying to do 3 videos on this channel, 3 videos on that channel, plus managing a food club where I do live events where we go out for dinner and meals and we eat. Plus, also getting back to writing music and doing things with that. It's just there are only 24 hours in a day, and I don't think it's humanly possible for me to devote equal energies to everything without one of them being compromised somewhere. Like, um, I could abandon the other stuff and focus on this, but I have done that for the last 3 years and haven't seen much uptick in things. So I think at some point you have to also accept that maybe this is just kind of, you need to let go of certain things, and if that's what I have to do with this channel, that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. We had a good run. I mean, it's not stopping. I mean, I should make it very clear that nothing is stopping. The channel is not stopping. I'm not shutting it down. I'm not going anywhere. It's just that it's going to be driven primarily by the website. So I'm doing recipes that are doing well on the website, because the website is doing well. I have a guy handling the website now, and he's making sure that everything is tip top on the website. So the website's doing good. The website is back to 100,000 plus views every month. Some good traction on the website. It's really it's been a big relief for me that the website is back up. By the way, in case you didn't know, if you go to headbangerskitchen.com, all my recipes are written out there with ingredients, measurements, you name it, it's all there. Hello SD 1999. You look like Neville Shah from TISS. What is TISS? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that. But yeah, so that's where I've been, because I know in April I literally did one live stream a day on average. In May it dropped a little bit, June it dropped a little more, and now July I have just not been able to regularly get up and just get on the live stream and keep going. So I don't know if the guys who watch the live streams are watching the regular recipe videos. So whichever way it is, just wanted to keep you guys in the loop. And as always, I'm here to chat, answer any questions, you know. I'm also having a coffee at 10:55 p.m. in the night, which is beyond my bedtime, and I'm definitely not going to be sleeping anytime soon. So I guess we can chat on this live stream as I wait for video files to zip. So, because every time I shoot a video, I got to transfer all the video files to my computer, which is about 40 GB, and then I have to zip them up and send them via Google Drive to my editor, so he can download it easier and then edit it and then send it back to me. So it's a process, and when my computer is busy zipping files, generally I can't do much else on it. Hey Carla, thank you so much. I'm really glad that you enjoy the recipes, and you should definitely come back to India. And I definitely need to make a trip to Argentina at some point in my life. You guys have some amazing food and some incredible beef, and I just can't wait to come to Argentina and eat some beef. Do like a little trip there, go to Brazil as well. Would be amazing. Would definitely be a foodie's dream. And of course, guys, let me know what is happening in your lives. How are all of you doing? I hope everyone in your family is safe and well. You know, awesome. Yes, of course, if I'm ever traveling anywhere, I will always make a video on this channel and let you guys know if I'm coming to some part of the world near you, and if we can do a meetup of sorts. So, I used to travel to the UK fairly regularly to meet my friends, and also actually, well, mostly to play with my band. And I have done 4 keto meetups. This is when I was on the keto diet. But I did 4 keto meetups in the UK. I did one in 2 in London and 2 in Brighton, and it was such a pleasure to meet all the fans there and to just hang out, have a drink, and just chat. It was lovely, and I definitely would love to do that in other cities as well when I do travel. So I will definitely keep you all updated as in when I am traveling, and if we can do some kind of a meetup, because it'd be lovely to hang out with all of you as well. Hello Ingrid, lovely to see you here, and glad you've been able to catch the live stream. For those of you who have joined in late, well, basically, I've been a bit busy. I've been a bit unwell as well, so I was not in the best of health, and I still seem to have not shaken this cough that I had. Um, and because of that, I just kind of had to make some decisions in life, and I've just cut down on the amount of videos I upload here. I had to cut down on the number of live streams I do because I've kind of been hacking away at this channel for the last 3 years without much of an uptick in things. And I think I have to find a way to balance this channel with my other food blogging thing, which is going really well, and I want to commit more time to that, and also my music, which I haven't been able to properly do in a whole year or more. And that is the thing I love doing the most in the world, and I would like to get back to that, but that is a very expensive hobby, so I have to balance things out, and that is the reason why I haven't been doing live streams on this channel as regularly. I've also not been able to do many short format videos as many as I would like, and I've kind of made my peace with doing one long form recipe every week so that you guys still have content coming in and you still have yummy, delicious recipes. Just not 3, 4 videos a week, which is just not humanly possible for me. Maybe in a year, I will have time off from music or something, and I'll be able to get back to really pushing this channel. Though I don't know, I don't know where this channel is going. That's kind of been my story now for a long time. But I am going for YouTube Fan Fest in India, and I'm hoping to meet some creators and some people from YouTube and kind of sit down with them and talk to them about what my journey has been like, and see if they have any advice or suggestions or things like that, and we'll take it from there. Hey Jeff, I would love to come to Philly. I have family in Philly as well, so I have somewhere to stay, and also of course can't come to America and not have a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, and of course all the other wonderful food you guys have. But obviously, the Philly cheesesteak is the most famous one. I think I've seen so many shows, TV shows, American food shows with Philly cheesesteak in it. I think I should do a recipe at some point. I mean, I've obviously made Philly cheesesteak, but I've never made a video about it. Hey, Bugra, why don't you start a restaurant? So, a restaurant is very difficult. It is very expensive. It takes a lot of time, a lot of money, and honestly, I don't have the patience to deal with people. So for me, I don't think I'm cut out to ever run a restaurant. So that's why I haven't started one. Hi, you love my poetry. Would you say your international attitude is more or less common where you're from? I wouldn't say it's common, but in India, even if 2% of the people are like that, that's quite a lot of people. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely go to Angelo's if I'm in Philly ever. I think if I ever come to America, whichever cities I visit, we will definitely have to do a Headbangers Kitchen meetup there. Bugra, so I don't know. See, that's the thing, right? Like, it's not a competition. So, for me, cooking is just fun and I enjoy it. I wouldn't ever start a restaurant to beat any other chefs. A restaurant is about, feeding people, giving them a great experience. But at the same time, the crowd in Mumbai is very finicky. They want mirchi masala and everything. They don't understand certain kinds of food, but that doesn't mean I couldn't be successful. But again, like I said, you have to really want to own a restaurant. Also, have you ever tried to do any business in India? India is riddled with corruption, and Bombay city is so expensive, and there's a lot of red tape, and government officials are a pain to deal with. So that's why I've never even bothered to think of opening a restaurant. However, having said that, tomorrow, if I find the right partner who can, help me set up something where they handle this side of it and I only have to handle the cooking and the menu and the training, then I might consider it. Hi, Benny Maiko. Yes, the best way to stop liking a hobby is to make it a chore. Also, make it a job. I'll be very honest, guys, and this is, I don't think any recipe creators or food influencers will ever tell you this. I used to love cooking, and when I started this channel, and it took off, like I started channel 2011, but it took off in 2016, 2017 when I did the keto videos, and it was great for a while. But at some point, cooking became a job, because this was my job, making videos, cooking recipes. So when I was done filming, I never wanted to cook. So that's actually why I stopped cooking my own meals for a while. I mean, I'm sure the pandemic was also a major player in this, but I really at a point, just like once I'm done shooting and cooking for the videos, I just didn't want to cook, because I was like, I'm done. I don't want to cook. I just spent the whole day cooking, and the hobby became a job. So in my free time, I was not cooking. And then, of course, I started ordering more and more food from restaurants, and then I started eating. And then my food blogging sort of became my job as well. And now, like, I don't go out to restaurants for pleasure. Like, if I'm going to a restaurant, it's work. So, like, ordering food and eating from restaurants is no longer a pleasure for me, it's work. So it doesn't have the same appeal as it used to before I was doing this as a career. So that's a very important thing to kind of keep in mind if you're ever chasing your passion, is that it can feel like a job at some point, and you may not have the same joy that you got from it when it was a hobby and you had no pressure to pay your rent with that, or pay your bills with that. So yeah, it's something to think about. Hi, Savvy Good Girl. No, I have never been to Las Vegas, but I would love to come to America and tour all over the country with my band. I play in a death metal band. In case you guys don't know, the band is called Demonic Resurrection. You know, look, I still like cooking. Like, if you told me, Sahil, would you rather go and do a desk job, or would you rather make cooking videos on YouTube? I'd be like, I'd rather cook on YouTube. Gaurang Nayak, thank you so much. And you are right. I just wish I had a business manager to help with all these things, because I am not a very good business person, and I don't know how to scale up my creator business, and I don't know how to expand and all that stuff. So I've always looked for a manager, but because I'm also not a normal creator, I'm an atheist, I'm very vocal about my dislike for religion, I'm very meat forward, so I do a lot of beef and pork. And in India, they sort of don't want to, like most national brands like to stick to vegetarian and chicken things. When people talk about beef and pork, they want to like stay away. So you know so they really kind of like it. Just, I don't think people who are good at managing creators see potential in me to make big money. So maybe that's why I never found the right person to work with. So, but you know what, like I said, never say never. We'll see where it goes. All right, one file finished zipping. Let's move on to the next file. 71 to 75. No, yeah, we'll do 71 to 76. Add to archive, main camera 3. Right. As lower middle class Indian, I am fond to know about Bloodywood income. Are they living playing heavy metal band? Yes, so Bloodywood is one of the first Indian bands to be playing heavy metal music full time. But you must remember something about Bloodywood first and foremost, is that they are, I would say, first and foremost YouTubers. That's how they started. So they were able to build an international audience. That is the most important thing to understand. $1 is 80 Indian rupees. And using that YouTube audience, they were able to start a Patreon. Patreon is a platform where people pay money to support their favorite artists. So on Patreon, they were able to, I think they were at one point getting $2,000 a month. Okay, that is to make content. And that, with their music streaming, their sales, everything, their touring, they became so popular that when they started playing shows, they didn't lose money. They were able to make money right from the first show, which most bands don't get to do. Normally, like when we go to play in Europe, we have to pay for our flights, our visa, stay, van, everything, and the money we make from merch sales and from the shows themselves is not enough to cover the expenses. So we lose about $3,000-4,000 almost on each tour. So that's why I have to work a job to pay for that, and so do other people. But Bloodywood was making money. Also, you must remember, they have also made choices just like I did, which is to live with your parents. Because if you live in India, the biggest, like, or anywhere in the world actually, the biggest thing you pay for is renting a flat. And if you live with your parents, you really don't have to stress about that. So they live with their parents. Also, the only 3 of them are the core members of the band. The other guys are sessions guys, so those people are playing music full time, playing Sufi music, jazz music, whatever they can get that pays the gigs, you know. Um, so yeah, that's how they're able to manage. So yes, I am still in my band because I am the band. I formed the band 24 years ago and I have kept it going till today. Next year will be our 25th anniversary. Unfortunately, due to lineup changes, the difficulty in touring, I didn't play any live shows in the last 5 years. My last live tour, live gig with the band was in 2019. So I'm hoping to get back next year. That's the dream. But yeah, my audience has evolved high quality with the. Yeah, for sure. Look, I have sold ebooks, I sell merchandise. Like I said, I just need to find the right people. And also, the thing is, my audience, at least on this YouTube channel, is very spread out. So, from the audience that watches this channel, about 20%, 25%, maybe 30% are from India, 30% are from USA, the rest are from all over the world. So I don't have a concentrated audience in just one place, you know. So it is a bit tricky to work on products, but again, like I said, if I find the right partner who can help me with this, I will do it, because my battery is running low. What about Crystal Lake, bro? Are they also living playing heavy metal? I have never even heard of Crystal Lake. Let me look them up. Crystal Lake, India. Is this an Indian band or Crystal Lake band? Crystal Lake is a Japanese band. If you're talking about the Japanese band, maybe, I don't know. Did I notice I have 666 listeners on Spotify? No, I did not. But cool. You know, surprisingly, despite drinking that coffee, I'm not sleepy at all. But I have one more voiceover to write out and record. So after I finish recording my recipe video, I watch the footage back and I write out my voiceover, and then I record that, in case you didn't know. And I can tell you a funny story about the voiceover. So when I started doing my videos, it never occurred to me that I should write down my voiceover and read it. So what I would do is I would stand in front of the camera. This is before I even had a mic. I didn't have a proper mic on my camera, so I would stand in front of the camera and just shout out the voiceover. Like, I would make up the voiceover on the spot, and then I would go to edit it, and then I'd realize I missed a step. So there would be a section of me doing something in the video and I forgot to mention the recipe step, and then I just go put the camera back up and shout the voiceover again, and then add that one line. And now I sit down, watch the footage, write a voiceover, and then I recite it, I read it out. Gaurang, no problem. All good, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. And yeah, I don't really know how to be any other way. I am not from the new school of creators. I'm an old school guy. I've been a metal musician for 6 years now. For me, interacting with people has always been the most fun part, replying to comments, talking to people about music and food or whatever. So I don't know, even today, whenever someone sends me a DM on Instagram, I try and reply to every single one of them, because one of the I lost my train of thought. One of the things I really do enjoy doing is still interacting with like every person that writes to me. And I also hate seeing unread messages. Like, that is a pet peeve of mine. You will never find any unread messages on my phone, on my Instagram, anywhere. I always have to read and reply to everything. It's a habit. What do you think a mixture of brutal death, black metalcore in a song? honestly, when I look at music, I never look at it like that. So for me, it's hard to really understand that. For me, music has always been sit down with the guitar and write something that I want to express from within, whether that's anger, sadness, happiness, whatever it is, you know. Thank you, Jennifer. We have these t-shirts available on my web store. So I think below every video there is a link. Oh, the cough is not going. Wait, let me actually let me see if I can. Whoa, never mind. Okay, nobody needs a zoomed in. Let me see if I can share the website for the merch with you guys. Head Bangers Kitchen. Hold on, hold on. I will try and get on the live stream. All right. How do I become a member of the club? So the food club is on my Instagram profile called Head Banger Eats. So HK Merch. This is the international website which ships worldwide, and they also have a store in Europe. My second profile for the food blogging and serial eater club is at Headbanger Eats. And this is Headbanger Eats on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Threads, every single place. Yeah, so I think that's good enough. You don't need to see any more. I mean, if there's anything else, I will. Yeah. Okay, let's just give that a pin that message. There you go. So the HK merch message has been pinned. All right, the files continue to zip. Thank you, Benny. I appreciate it. By the way, I appreciate all the support, guys. Will I play one song before this live ends? Unfortunately, no, my friend, because I haven't touched the guitar in one full year. I don't have a setup right now in my room, so right next to me here, that is my studio computer, which is packed up, and here is my amplifier, which is uh, not connected, and I have nothing here that I can play along to, and I'm very out of touch. I really need to get back into the swing of making music and playing regularly. And again, the good news is that my studio is back up and running, so that is the most important thing. So I'll get a chance to start playing again and practicing. So I do look forward to that. Yeah, I've really been super busy, and that's the thing, right? Like once you got rent to pay, all your waking moments are spent antagonizing over that, especially if you are living a little above your means, which I am doing right now. But I took this year as an investment in my content creation journey. So just being on that hamster wheel of like working to try and you know grow my income so that I can just have no stress when it comes to paying rent and things like that. So the guitar is here. I mean, so I have sat and tried to just doodle on it, but I've not sat down and like really just played. And I mean, I did put out an album last year, so I guess this is kind of, I would consider it a breather between albums. Sometimes you just need to step away from something you do to just recharge creatively. And that's why I said I need to make a few hard life decisions, which is one of them is that I can't stream regularly on this profile. I can't do 3 recipe videos a week. I'm doing 1 recipe video a week because that's what I need to keep the website going. Ideally, I would have loved to take a year off, but again, like I said, once you Once you live on your own and you pay rent, there's a pressure you can't take off. I mean, I luckily I've saved, so I have all the contingency plans in place because I've been very smart with my money. That's one thing I'm very proud of, is the ability I have had to save money and not blow it up. And like you could, if I got no money from today, I could still live the next 3 years on my savings because I was smart with it. But I know that I need to earn more money, and I don't, and that's the other thing for me. I don't want to make money by compromising what I do. So I understand being flexible to a certain degree, but like I'm not suddenly going to be like, what are the trending diet videos, let me just drop one trending video and try and make the most money. That's just not my personality, you know so yeah, starting a restaurant is the worst idea in the world. It takes so much investment. Most restaurants make no money in the first year. There is so much red tape and corruption to get through: licenses, real estate, staff, equipment. The costs are astronomical, and I just don't have the desire to do it. Like, I don't know how anyone actually wants to run a restaurant. You have to deal with customers who are entitled, obnoxious, don't know their ass from their elbow about food, but they want something a certain way. And I get it, I'm also a fussy eater. But as a restaurateur, you have to be polite, you have to deal with all this, and I don't have the patience to deal with people, you know. I don't invest in the stock market, but I do have a wealth manager and I do invest in mutual funds and things like that. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I do love that video, and if I recall, that's the video where Dipti's hands are there at the back of me or something. It was a fun one, I think. I think that was the one that had her hands at the back. Good times. Will you collab in future with Aliza White? I don't think she will even see my messages. I would love to collaborate with her. I'd love to have her sing on one of my songs, but she's a big celebrity and I'm a little unknown guy from India. By the way, let me know how you guys are all doing. How are your lives going? Don't think so much. Trust me, you cook, just start slowly and small. Dipti, I'll be honest, I have cooked and sold food from home. Even now, I do food drops from time to time. I just don't want to do it. I've seen the work it takes. My friend runs a restaurant called Jimmy's Burger. He started as a burger cart in Sangli in Maharashtra. He worked his way up to a small little restaurant where he stood behind the stove from 8 a.m. in the morning till midnight. I saw the amount of effort and hard work he put in, and I don't want to do that. I wouldn't. I'll do that amount of work for my band, but I don't want to do it for a restaurant. And that's the thing, if you don't have your heart in something, you can't do it the way it needs to be done. At least that's the way I think about it. For me, like, I just don't want to do a restaurant. Like, I remember I used to sell bacon bombs and burgers for pocket money. And I remember I woke up at like 6:30 a.m., go to the butcher by 7 a.m., get all the meat back, start prepping. From 11 a.m., people started coming to pick up their stuff. I was literally on my feet without a break till like 11 in the night, washing up everything. I was just like, no. Like, I think I made 8,000 rupees in the day. And while that is a decent amount of money, but the amount of work you have to do is crazy. I don't want to work like that. I'd rather be a content creator, which I find more relaxing, more easy, you know. What do you think about Jimmy Bore's burgers? So I like the OG beef burger at Jimmy's. I like some of his other burgers, but I love Jimmy. First of all, he's a good friend of mine, but his burgers are too Indianized for my palate. Like, he has found the formula for the Indian audience, and while that is great for business, it's not my personal palate. So I don't like that Indianized taste in the burgers, that garam masala type of sauce, and the spiciness and all that. I don't enjoy it. So for me, there are one or two burgers I can eat at Jimmy's and enjoy, and I like those. But yeah, otherwise, I'm a bigger fan of good flippin' burgers. That's more my speed. And for me, I mean, when we say burgers, a burger means beef or buff. Chicken is a sandwich. Others are, I'd never order other burgers. Like, I make burgers at home, so I rarely ever want to order a burger home. I'm always just happier making my own because it's exactly how I like it. You know, a meat with a good 80 to 20% lean to fat ratio, and I make a nice smash burger with the perfect cheese that I want, a nice brioche bun most of the time, no fancy lettuce, onions, nothing, just beef, meat, like bread, meat, and cheese. That's my jam. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, whether you have a restaurant or a food truck or a food delivery service, it is a lot of work. Like, you really have to love standing behind the stove and cooking to do that. Where do you get your beef from? So I get from Joseph's Cold Storage in Bandra. His beef is very lean, so I generally will buy some pork fat and grind it and add it to the meat. Otherwise, there's a guy called the meatbrothers.in. They do a good burger blend which has got fat and lean. So those are my two go-tos for buff mince. Also, freshpig.in has a good lean buff mince as well. So if I'm trying to cut down, like if I'm trying to eat a low calorie diet, then I will use lean beef for the burgers. Absolutely, Benny Maiko. But see, that's the thing with the Indian food. So Indian people, if you see all the Indian recipes, they are filled with spices, lots of tomato, onion, and it is delicious and it does complement the meat. But Indians don't like the meaty taste of meat. Like, they don't want, like if you gave an Indian meat with salt and pepper, they don't like it. They need that spice, they need that chili hit, they need those masalas and the gravy and the marinated meats. Like, they want all that with the meat. So that's the reason in India most burger places will spice up the patties, is because the Indian palate finds it too bland otherwise. Like, bland generally to me means it has no taste, like no salt even. But for most Indians, if you give them something like that, they don't vibe with the taste. you know like, look, tofu with some, like, if you've ever eaten agidashi tofu, it is so good, but it's the sauce that makes it. The last time I played live was in 2019. I am hoping that next year I can go back to playing live because it is my band's 25th anniversary. So I would love to do a 25th anniversary tour and just do some good shows and just have a blast. Fingers crossed it works out. It's not easy, but I'll try and do it. So yes, if we do go and start playing gigs again, yes, we will definitely try and come to Pune for sure. Have always enjoyed playing in Pune. Pune has been such a wonderful and welcoming city. Really have always loved playing in Pune. So yeah. Hello to everyone who is joining in. I just had some amazing paneer. So if you guys like tofu, you should definitely check out paneer. A good malai paneer can be fantastic. So I've got a couple of paneer recipes coming up, so don't be alarmed. Just giving you guys a heads up that we've been doing a lot of meat recipes and I absolutely love them, but I'm doing a few paneer recipes as well. Do you like bone marrow? Absolutely love it. Bro, what about Vinay and Sunny? How's their life going on? So Sunny now sings for Undying INC. Last I spoke to him, he was doing good. He has a solo EP out and he won some awards for it and stuff. Vinay, I haven't met in ages. Yes, Vinay is not on Instagram and I haven't met him in ages. I should send him a message and see if he's free to catch up one of these days. I haven't met him, so it'll be good to catch up, see what he's up to. Alright, the files are continuing to zip. Hey Mark, no, that's still going on. So I'm still doing the series. I think we have done now. Let me count: Maharashtra, Kerala, Karnataka, Goa, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. I think we've done 7 states so far, so that's 14 recipes. That's about right, yeah. 14 recipes, 2 recipes a month from each state, so 7 months, yeah, have done that. So things are still going pretty good. 7 states done, 21 more to go. And yes, there is a playlist for that, which I will be very, very happy to share with you guys. Let me go to my channel. It's called Meet India. It's there in the playlist section, but I will share it with you guys anyway. Meet India. 17 videos. How are there 17 videos? Interesting. So wait, we started in Maharashtra, then we went to Goa, then we went to Karnataka, then we went to Kerala, then we went to Tamil Nadu, then we went to Andhra Pradesh, then we went to Punjab, then we went to Bengal. Okay, so one more Bengali. So 18. Okay, so we've done 9 states. Not bad. 9 states done, 19 to go. Fantastic. So I also need to make one change here. So YouTube Studio, let's go to the premium account. Let's give you guys the stuff you're after. By the way, any of you guys like watching the Amazon Prime show called The Boys? One of my favorite shows. Season 4 just ended and was ending on an absolute banger note. Alright. Here is my Meet India series where I make dishes, where I make 2 dishes from each state in the country. There we go. Alright. I will replace the pinned comment here so you can see this. Hello Sorab, how are you? Now, which reminds me, I need to add one. Right. Where's it gone? Oh, did I only do one Bengali recipe? Huh? Wait a minute. Oh, I need to do one more Bengali recipe. Really? I just did the Shorshe Chingri Bapa. No, of course not. The Kosha Mangsho I did. Kosha Mangsho. Yeah, waiting for season 5 is not going to be fun, but Meet India. Ah, there we go. I knew I had not missed the recipe. Hey, Uber Sprite, good to see you. Yes, I will not forget Ladakh as well. I think I want to do the northeastern states next before moving on to the other states. So let's see, I need to get working on that as well. Yeah, I knew I didn't forget. Okay, cool. Ah, there it is. Beautiful. Perfect. Uh, Chakwi and pork mosodeng. I better write these down. From Tripura. Okay, let me write those down. Tripura. We want chakwi and pork mosodeng. Okay, I'm going to look up both those recipes. I also want to do that black sesame pork from Assam for sure. That's a banger dish, man. Will you be making any money off your new studio? No. That studio is just a personal music room now. Thank you so much, Yantun. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to pronounce Yantung Bemo. Yantung Bemo. Yes, I will definitely let you know. I would love to come to the Northeast and eat weird stuff. My only problem is it needs to be non-spicy. I can't handle any spice. That's my only problem with food in India, is that it's too spicy for me. If you give me the same dish less spicy, I can eat it, no problem. Alright, another file zipped. Now time for the last file. Alright, add to archive, main camera 6. Done. Superb. Like, I don't have issues eating any animal, any weird stuff. Like, unless it's a live animal in my mouth, that's a little beyond my ability maybe. And maybe things like bile and stuff might be a little hard. But like, there's a lot of stuff that I don't consider weird, like insects, silkworms. If they're all cooked and all, I'm happy to try them. No issues. Was everyone in the Mumbai metal scene friends? No, not at all. I mean, there were some people who were friends, some people who were not. No, I didn't say violent stuff. I said weird stuff. Oh, no, I said bile. Bile and stuff. Like, so if you've seen Best Ever Food Show Review, the guy Sonny, a lot of really remote places he went to, they had like animal bile as part of the dishes. I don't know if I could stomach that. Like, I think that's where I would draw the line. Like, I can do blood sausage, blood pudding, blood cubes, all that stuff is cool. I can do heart, liver, brain, kidney, testicles, penis also. I don't really care. I would eat it if it's cooked well. Like, those are little more like bile. Like, bile is a little difficult for me to swallow. Superb. Hello Sharan Raj, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Been good, been a bit busy. Was sick for a while as well. So yeah. How have you guys been? What's been happening with all of you? Anything interesting happened in your life recently that you'd like to share with me? Good night, Coconut Water 17. Oh, well. Oh, great. All my files have been zipped. Let's put them to upload now. Alright, there we go. Files are uploading. Fantastic. 43 GB being uploaded right now. That's a lot of files, man. Oh, Lord. Anyway, the next set of files are now being uploaded. Had my dinner? Yes. Gutslit are no, all the guys in Gutslit have jobs. None of them are able to make a living playing metal. Honestly, in India, you can't make a living playing metal. There's just no infrastructure for it. Also, most of the metal people have a middle class lifestyle, which requires a middle class income, which you just can't get from playing in a metal band. Damn, dude, that's a pretty shitty situation to be in. I would definitely call the client and tell the client that the audio was clipping and that it may not be possible to fix or whatever. That's insane, dude. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, brother, any metal band in Southeast Asia, all of them have day jobs. Nobody is making a living playing metal, barring a handful, maybe even less. Oh, dude, that sucks. Trust me, in India right now, in Bombay right now, it's absolutely crazy. And like, it is raining everywhere, roads are flooding, houses are leaking. Yep. But in India, nobody does their own plumbing. They all call a plumber because labor is cheap in India. So most people don't know how to fix the plumbing, the electrical problems, and things like that. You just hire a plumber or call a plumber or electrician, and they come and they fix it. And cost like in dollars. I mean, like not counting the materials and all. Their cost is normally like $2-3, $4 maybe. So yeah. Like I know in America, plumbers make a lot of money, electricians a lot of money as compared to what they make in India. We are also having some problems here in the new place, but I've told the landlord he's got to figure it out now. Just can't help it. The volume of rain is just so much. It's nuts, but nothing serious, nothing to worry about. All I hope is that nothing leaks in my studio. That is the most important thing. Yep, that's why they make a really good living in America. And in India, like I said, $5 is an expensive plumber just to show up and do the work. Yeah, of course, more and more Indians are now starting to DIY things. But like we can actually call a plumber on an app. Like if I have a leak right now in my faucet, there's an app which I can get on. I will get on the app. I will say want a plumber tomorrow at 11 a.m. And they will book me a plumber and send him, and it'll cost me like I said, maximum $10 because the app takes a commission. So the plumber will come here, check everything. He'll if he needs to buy anything, then that has to be paid extra for parts and things like that. But he'll go pick it up, bring it here, fix everything, close your complaint on the app and done. And you pay on the app itself. You don't have to pay this guy anything. It's insane, the convenience here. Yeah, it's the same in the UK, yes, and that's the reason even your Ubers are so expensive, right? In America and the UK, Uber is really expensive. In India, Uber is like dirt cheap for Americans and people in the UK. It's expensive for Indians also, but it's still cheaper compared to America and the UK. That's why when foreigners come to India, like they can just Uber everywhere. They don't need to like our Uber is probably as cheap as taking the London Tube. Like that's the comparison I would give. Oh wow, that's insane. $2,500. Shit. Well, I guess that explains why YouTube consultants from America charge $800 to $1,500 for a 1 hour consultancy. That's like my. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Well, I guess you saved a lot of money, $1,750. So, I guess, yeah, when you save that much money, it makes sense to do it yourself and to learn how to do it yourself. In India, it's just cheaper to just call someone. Which is why in India, also, most middle class people have a maid who comes home and does the sweeping and the cleaning of the house, washes dishes. Many people have cooks, they have drivers. So a lot of the slightly like a lot of the middle class people can also afford like a car and a driver, it's quite crazy. Playing in a metal band, yes, it should be your hobby. I have a project coming up. It's guitar fingerstyle instrumental. How much do you think I should charge? Depends, man, because in Bombay, like what they charge, and it depends on the budget of the project. Which city are you in? What is the general rate for a guitar part there? Because in Bombay, everything is 10 times as expensive. So, like here, a guitar player could be charging 10,000 rupees for a 30-second part on the guitar for a song, you know. 10 to 20K per song depending on the complexity. Yeah, so that's your rate, then you should charge 10 to 20K depending on the complexity. Alright, it's almost midnight now. What happened to Scribe, Noiseware, Goddess Gagged, and all the great bands? Life happened. They had to get jobs, pay bills, get married, have kids. Life, man. There's no future being in a metal band, so you gotta follow your other chosen path. That's awesome, man. That both bands got signed to Frontier Records. Superb. Setting a graphic designing company. Yeah, why not, man? If you've got the skills for it, just set it up, bro. Follow your passion. Follow your passion, follow a sensible job as well, whatever you. Yeah, go for it, man. Start your own business. Go for it. You'll never know till you try it, right? So, good luck with all your endeavors. Alright, I've been on for an hour now and my throat is starting to give way. So I'm gonna say good night to you guys now. I'm gonna try and get some sleep, finish zipping the rest of these files tomorrow, do the voiceover, send it to my guy, and yeah, see you guys soon. Like I said, I won't have time to do many live streams, short videos. One recipe video every Wednesday on the channel. Don't miss it. And I will see you soon. I can't scream because I have a sore throat, so please pardon me. I will do a live on the Demon Stealer account someday in the future, and I will growl for you on the live stream. Till then, take care, everyone. Thank you for being on the stream. See you later.